He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the Missouri Tigers offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
Wasting no time taking a shot. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Missouri wants to go fast. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So Oregon's offense will go to work for the first time. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football in a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
This offense has a second down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Gonna let it fly. Holds it in on the left. Afterburner's coming. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Caught. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Offense in a bunch formation. from the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. He's running free down the middle. Past the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 10 over the Royals. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice
job. What a snag by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks are marching down the field. They keep attacking through the air. It's complete to the left. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On the return, it's Beal. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to...
Unloads it downfield. Fires into the traffic, and it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking downfield, it's Glover. They're working that left side. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time. And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
Yeah, and you just want to keep...
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Roberts.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his run.
Fires tears into traffic. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, sense of urgency now
You
has
can't
to
throw
go
it the
through
wrong
for
way.
this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this
I got
game.
him up and still got that.
And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Guys, this is a really good win